What's going on, guys? Consider back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Another quick shout out to my Twitch channel every single night at 9 p.m. Central. Gonna be streaming down below in the description and down below in the comment section as well. But getting on to today's video, I have one about the moment section that is going to help a lot of you guys out. So of course you guys have probably seen my other two videos about how to complete moment challenges easier. I will talk about one further on a little bit later in this video, but I actually saw a comment somebody left a very useful tip. So that person is going to be Breezy Con Reezy on YouTube, as you guys can see on the screen right here. And basically what he's describing is a way to get guaranteed pitches down the middle that is unpatched and that it does work in moment challenges. So really what this is going to be useful in is those moment challenges that you need to hit a home run, you need to get an extra base hit. For example, I know the Ricky Henderson one gave me fits for quite some time, and the big problem with these, I actually can't find it right now, but you guys know it's this one right here. But like the main problem with this is a lot of times if you're playing like on all-star difficulty or whatever for those moment challenges, you're likely not going to get a pitch down the middle. They're going to throw it anywhere but probably the strike zone a lot of times, and it gets really frustrating. It takes a long time. You have to settle for bad pitches to swing at, and it's really hard to hit home runs. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that. But first I want to say, okay, Breezy Con Reezy, he left this comment after you guys saw his previous one. Yup, it sure does, replying to it if it still works. I don't know, it's somewhere in the gameplay settings so good for those Hall of Fame moments. People are sleeping on this. Gomes doesn't even look at his comments. LOL, not how you do YouTube. Bro, I do YouTube, bro. I read that comment. I just didn't reply, plain and simple. But showing you guys how to do this. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to back out. You're going to want to go into the user settings, go into your gameplay options. I have mine on beginner. I don't think it matters. I don't think it's going to help you on anything, but I just have it on beginner anyway. And basically what he was explaining is you go into the gameplay options, you go to tutorial tips. You only need batting tips on, but for the hell of it, I just turned all of them on anyway. And I know usually you don't want to have these on because they're really annoying, but trust me, if you have these batting tips on, that is what's going to make them throw a pitch right down the middle. So we're going to go into the moment section. I don't know, I assume it doesn't matter if you're going through Diamond Dynasty. I'm just going through the moment main screen selection menu just because it's a little bit quicker, and I think it's, I don't know, just maybe it works better. I'm not really too sure. I'm not going to cut this video just because I want to make sure that I'm not trying to pull something over you guys. So this is a game on veteran difficulty. This is a top snell moment. We are using Michael Bartholomew Trout, and we're going to try to hit a home run. That is the objective. And like I said, this is the main thing that you guys are going to want to use these moments for, or this method for rather, because a lot of times it's hard. They don't throw a good pitch, and it's hard for you to find one to go ahead and smack. So this is very important that you guys follow what I'm doing. So right now you're going to see this. You cannot hit the middle button. You cannot hit the touchpad yet. You have to hit X, otherwise it will cancel out. You have to look at my hands right here. Make sure you're holding down on the touchpad right now. Okay, I did not hit a home run. I hit it really hard. That's more so MLB 19 rather than anything, because you guys could see I hit the hell out of that ball. But you guys saw that pitch was literally right down the middle. It was perfect. And yeah, let's run it back because I want to show you guys how to hit a home run. Another quick note, you have to go back. You cannot restart. You have to quit out, because once you hit this, that disabled those tips. So you have to go back to the main menu and turn them back on. So you cannot just hit restart, otherwise it will not work, and you're not guaranteed a fastball right down the middle. So once again, same thing, just flip batting tips back on, go ahead and apply those changes, then head right back into the moments that you were playing. And once again, it's going to be the same thing that happens. We're still going to get a fastball right down the middle. Hopefully this time we can smack it a little bit more. Like I said, that pitch, it was perfect. It was just a little bit more so MLB 19 does. So once again, same thing follows. Make sure that you hit X, and you cannot hold down on this touchpad until right now. Now you can start doing it. You can still have control right there of your PCI. And once again, you guys can see I'm just awful at this game. I'll try it one more time, but as you guys can see, both times they are guaranteed fastballs right down the pipe. I'll try one more time, but if not, you guys get it. I just suck at the game, but it's still right down the middle. Damn, imagine not being able to hit a home run with Mike Trout on veteran. One last try. If I don't get it, you guys get the point. I just suck at this game, plain and simple. But once again, make sure do not hold the piece or do not hold the touchpad down until now. And once again, I think we missed it once again. But you guys get the point at this point. As long as you do that, make sure to turn your batting tips on, and you will be getting a fastball right down the pipe each and every time. So I really recommend this once again for those moments such as the Ricky Henderson one, the Willie Mays ones that you have to hit home runs. This might be a pretty good opportunity to use that. I know a lot of people back in the day, or not back in the, what the hell am I talking about? Back like a couple months ago with the Andrew Jones first inning program, had trouble doing that. So it was a little bit more difficult, but yeah, like I said, those moment challenges will be so much easier. One thing that I do want to show you guys quickly is what happens if you do not hold down that, if you do not hold down the touchpad. You guys are going to want to do that. It does not make it so they don't throw a fastball down the middle. It's just is going to make things a lot more difficult on you. So I want to go ahead and show you guys that quickly. But yeah, I would really recommend this. I know, for example, one that I had a lot of trouble with was a Todd Snell moment with Cody Bellinger to hit a home run off Josh Hader, because he would always throw like sliders low and away in the zone, and it's really hard lefty on lefty against one of the best relievers in the game to hit a home run. So if it's guaranteed a fastball down the pipe, it is going to be a lot easier. But yeah, like I'll show you guys right here. Like I said, this will not make it so they don't throw a fastball down the middle, but it's going to be a lot harder. So once again, you're going to hit X, and if you don't do that, if you just try to control it like regularly, you're going to run into quite a few issues like this right here. So now it technically freezes, but you're in a bad situation because it's going to catch you off guard. So I would recommend, once he's starting to throw the ball, start holding down right there on the trackpad, the touchpad, whatever you guys want to call it, and then that will disable that tip from coming up, and then it'll still be a fastball coming in from the pitcher, and hopefully you should hit a home run. As long as you're better at the game than me. Eventually, it's going to happen. It's going to be a lot quicker than otherwise. So I really recommend try that tip out. Then one more thing that I want to reiterate to you guys, because I'm still seeing a lot of things in the comment section wondering about it, asking about multi-game missions, and a lot of you guys don't really understand where I'm coming from. I know if you hit R1, that resets the series. The dashboard method, which I'm referring to, full in-depth video up in the top right-hand corner. The dashboard method is used, for example, so you're taking this Roberto Alomar mission, which I know a lot of people had fits over. So imagine you are 1 hit and 1 RBI away with 1 game, and if you see you're not going to get it, it's like the 8th inning, you can back out of that game and you won't lose progress. So otherwise you don't have to start all the way over again. So I know you can reset the multi-game moment and it'll go back to, you know, the regular 3-game set, but if you do the dashboard method, which I'm going to show you guys right now, this will maintain your progress, which is really good when you're having a good series, and especially for those longer multi-games. So I know some of them, they would be like 7 games long. If you're just about there, and this is the only reason how I got down with the Willie Mays set, the stolen base and home runs, because some games I just could not hit a home run. I would do the dashboard method and I would not lose my progress. So that is something really good that you guys are going to want to do. I just want to clarify that because I've seen a lot of misconceptions about exactly what I'm talking about. So plain and simple, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to back out of the game, the dashboard, go through it that way, and you're going to see once we get back into the moment section, that game is still going to be at 3 games opposed to 2. So it's just something really nice, because there's been plenty of times where I'm performing really well. I know this happened in the 2nd inning for like Vlad. He had a multi-game, I think it was a hit or a total extra base hits or something like that you had to do. That is how you want to get that done. If you're having good progress, don't want to lose it, you do the dashboard method. Yeah, chill, get out there, get back into the moment section, and you're right back where you were. I do recommend always think ahead, because if the game ends on you, it's going to count. So you always have to think ahead. For example, if there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning and your team is up after that at bat, quit out right away, because if you try to risk it, there's a good chance the game's going to end, and then that will count against you, and that's not what you want. So going back into the moments, you guys are now going to see that Roberto Alomar mission set should still say 3 games. As we scroll down here, I mean, technically it doesn't really show it because I've completed it, but you guys get the point. It will be back to 3 games, and you will not lose your progress. I really recommend that. Trust me, it's helped me out so many times. I cannot stress enough. Like I was mentioning, this Willie Mays one in particular, these 4 home runs, 4 stolen bases, without the dashboard method, there's not a chance in hell that I would have beat this, or at least it would have taken me a lot longer of a time. And then multi-game missions, like 6 games right here, tally 11 hits. If you're like 4 games through and you only need 3 hits and like 2 more RBIs, you don't want to risk it. So if you don't get it in that game, back out, do the dashboard method, and you will still retain that progress, and you won't have to try to get those 3 hits and 1 RBI in the next game. And if you don't get that, then you have to restart all over again, which is really frustrating, and I get that. So that's just a quick tip for you guys to reiterate the dashboard method if you guys did not know about it, or if you were confused on exactly what I was talking about, because I mentioned it a lot, but I haven't actually went more so in depth in it in quite some time. Pretty much like 2 months since I first made that video. But those are 2 tips, especially the first one, a brand new tip to hopefully help you guys out with the moment challenges. Like I said, there's a lot of ones where you have just like single at bat, single plate appearance missions where you have to hit a home run, and hopefully that should help you guys out, because if it's a fastball right down the middle, it should be a little bit easier. You know what you're supposed to expect, and you can get ready for it. Just remember, you always have to back out, go back and turn the batting tips back on, and always make sure to hold the touchpad down whenever he's starting to throw the pitch, because it'll still guarantee it's a fastball, but it is going to disable that tip from popping up, and it's going to be a smooth transition. So if you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns, let me know down below in the comment section. Gladly go ahead and clarify anything down there again. Once again, thank you for the guy that brought me this tip. I was not aware of it, but trust me, I will be using it from here on out. I don't know if this is something that they could easily patch, because this is kind of a vital gameplay component that they have in their other modes. You know, if you're just hopping on a regular, I guess, like play now game or on offline game where they have batting tips, I don't really know if they can possibly cancel this out. So it should be working. If it does get patched, I will let you guys know, of course. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to like down below. Really would appreciate it. Twitch.tv/GomesDaLegend, gonna be live once again 9 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. Make sure to check that out. But if you guys did enjoy this video, once again, make sure to like down below. Hope you guys have a great day. There you guys, I'm out.
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die's an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.